The Ministry of Food and Agriculture says its ban on export of grains from Ghana for the foreseeable future is to tackle the hike in prices and ensure fair distribution across the country. Even though stakeholders along the chain have criticized this move, the ministry maintains it is in the best interest of the country as reports of food shortage gains momentum.
The last few weeks have been dominated by concerns of an imminent food crisis due to, among other things, flooding in parts of the northern sector, a shortage in fertilizers and other inputs, and the Planting for Food and Jobs program. Although the Agric Ministry debunked any such fears last week, it has proceeded to ban export of grains indefinitely. Deputy Agric Minister Yao Frimpong says the decision has become necessary to prevent a full-blown crisis.
The little that we have here, we want to preserve so that within these hard times, the planting season every year has been hard times for this country all the time. And therefore, the ministry thought right. The minister said, look, we should not allow these things to go because we may run into some difficulty. So in stopping the exportation of these food items, not all food items, but this particular food items, like the grains, just to save the situation.
The reaction from players along the value chain has been swift. The General Agricultural Workers Union, GAWU, says the decision could spark a trade war among Ghanaian farmers and their counterparts across the borders.
We are told that there's no food crisis. So why then the ban? It is an admission of the fact of what we all along we've been saying, that there's no food available. You know, they have to also be very careful because they can spark a trade war. If it is for 2 months, tell us. If it is for up to the end of the year, tell us.
Okay.
When you don't know the limits of a policy, then it allows them to come and say something again.
They want definite timelines to enable players along the value chain plan. For the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, the decision is belated. Chief Executive Officer Anthony Morrison wants the ministry to be more proactive.
What you would have expected the ministry to do is to set up the National Food Preparedness and Food Security Committee at various districts. At the borderlines where these produce are being exited out of the country, we need to first of all look at documentations and who is giving the approval. All these things are not being done. I mean, indiscriminately, food items are being exported without any necessary documentation and approval.
Okay.
So we need, Mofa need to sit up.
For now, if you deal in export of grains and cereals, then you may want to consider selling on the local market to prevent artificial shortages and price fluctuations of the commodities.
Meanwhile, Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobit, has been reacting to this impending ban.
If it is truly the government is going to ban food exportations, people are going to lose their jobs. Quite apart from that, there's going to be pressure on our currency, our local currency, because if they export out, they bring proceeds back to the country. The proceeds comes in forex, in hard currency. It comes to cushion our local city, isn't it? And so if we do more export, we get more proceeds coming to the country. Now that $1 is to 6 cedis or so. So, and if export will not come to add, then it means the $1 will never go to 7 cedis or more, because we are some of the commodities that we use to export more and get more proceeds back coming to cushion the economy. We are no longer going to get it.